Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Revolting review. I'm Random Ross and today I review The Exorcist. Yes, so with The Exorcist Believer on the horizon, I thought now would be the best time to revisit and review all the Exorcist movies, even though the sequels like The Exorcist 2 and 3 and that aren't going to be canon for this upcoming, installment. I thought I'll revisit them all anyway and watch them. So, this is written by William Peter Blatty and based on his book of the same name, directed by the late William Freidkin, who recently passed away at the time of recording this video, and it stars, of course, Ellen Burstyn, Max von Sydow, Lee J. Cobb, Kitty Wynn, Jack McGowran, Jason Miller, and of course Linda Blair. So this, of course, we all know the story. Regan McNeil, she plays with a Ouija board and of course unleashes something pure evil, the demon Pazuzu. And her mother Christine goes on every single treatment from science and that from every doctor, but she just gets worse and worse and worse, and in the end she feels she needs to resort to religion, so calls upon the help of Damien Karras, who's losing his faith at the minute because the passing of his mother, and and also looking at the science side of things. And of course he gets, well, the Exorcist in there as well. Exorcist, what is his name? The Exorcist in it. That's it. Father Lancaster Marin, or as I've just always known him as the Exorcist, both come together to try and banish the demon Pazuzu from Regan's body. And of course we all know that in the end, after she kills Lancaster, she Damien offers himself as a vessel for Pazuzu and takes himself out with the demon and saves Regan, and that's the story there. So what did I like about this film? Well, first of all, it is a classic and it shocked a generation in 1973. And the fact we're still talking about this film and still watching it, and that we're getting a sequel to it 5 decades later, half a century, is insane. And yeah, I thought the effects for this were good. The makeup, especially on Linda Blair when she was being possessed, and the vomiting effects and the shaking effects, a lot of it very practical stuff, given that this came out 50 years ago. Of course, this set was believed to be cursed, as there were complications whilst making the film, including a fire, and also the bit where Linda Blair's like rocking back and forth on the bed like that. She actually hurt herself. Well, it actually hurt her doing it, and when she was begging them to stop, she thought she was a great actress, but she weren't acting. She was genuinely in pain, and that actually has done lasting damage on her. But she did a great performance playing Regan. Of course, the original actress that were considered for this was the girl who played Violet Beauregard in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in '71. But when her parents saw the script for it, they were like, nope. I bet they regretted that now. But still, Linda Blair, she was great in this. For her age as well, 14 years old at that time. And then, of course, there was the voice actor who did Pazuzu. I actually found those scenes hilarious when, Pazuzu was effing and blinding at everyone, saying, like, your mother sucks cocks in hell, and you know what she did, your daughter, and all that. Yeah, it's funny, and over the years that has gone on to be parodied and referenced to death in many forms of media. And also, I thought Max von Sydow was great, is that how you pronounce it, in his role. And of course, we also had, who played Father? Ah, there we go. Jason Miller as Damien Karras. He as well was a good protagonist in this film, and he was also questioning his faith, like, is there a God? Why am I having difficult times and that? But he fights through and goes on to be, offers himself as a sacrifice to Pazuzu. I also liked, Ellen Burstyn playing Chris McNeil, and she's going to return. Well, she's returning or returned to her role in the upcoming Exorcist requel that we're getting this year. So it's good to see her coming back from what I've seen in the trailer. But will it be good? Well, we don't know yet because it's not out. But she was good playing like an actress in this. She was like an actress playing an actress in this film, and playing Reagan's mum in it. Of course, I do have my negatives. I feel this film is a lot slower than I remember it. I mean, it's about just over 2 hours long, and we get a lot of drama here and there in between, a lot of some boring parts in there. I mean, I like the opening act where we see Lancaster, at an archaeological digging site and finds like the head of Pazuzu and that, and we get some drama here and there, and I feel that maybe, do excuse the noise outside, I've got the window open, maybe it does go on a little longer than it needs to be, but at the end of the day, I enjoyed watching it, and I thought it was entertaining and quite graphic. In fact, to be honest, I don't know why this caused people to faint in cinemas and throw up. Maybe it's because I'm immune to all that stuff now, but yeah, I did enjoy The Exorcist, particularly the swearing and the puking and the cursing and the mischievousness of Pazuzu. Even though Pazuzu's never named in this one. No, he's not mentioned, his name isn't mentioned at all in it. It didn't come about until the sequels. So I hope in David Gordon Green's legacy sequel, Pazuzu still is called that. So yeah, what am I going to rate The Exorcist? You know what? I'll give it 4 stabs out of 5. 4 stabs out of 5 for The Exorcist. So there you go. There's my review for this one. So have you seen it? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross, and this has been a Revolting review. So until next time, don't have nightmares.